Behind the ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Mayans, other ancient peoples get short shrift in world history. Here is one of a handful of long-lost cultures that don't get the name recognition they deserve. The Silla Kingdom was one of the longest-standing royal dynasties ever. It ruled most of the Korean peninsula between 57 BC and 935 AD, but left a few burials behind for archaeologists to study. Silla was founded by the monarch Bak Hyeokgeose. Legend held that he was hatched from a mysterious egg in the forest and married a queen born from the ribs of a dragon. Over time, the Silla culture developed into a centralized, hierarchical society with a wealthy aristocratic class. Though human remains from the Silla people are rare, archaeologists have unearthed a variety of luxurious goods made by this culture, from a golden garnet dagger to a cast-iron Buddha to jade jewelry, among other examples held at the National Museum in South Korea. One recent Silla discovery gave researchers a little insight, however. The intact bones of a woman who lived about 1,500 years ago, in her late 30s, were found in 2013 near the historic capital of the Silla, Gyeongju. Relatively intact, which is rare given that the soil in Korea doesn't typically preserve remains well. Here, a close-up of the upper portion of the body commingled with other artifacts is found in the tomb. The team analyzed the chemicals in the bones and found that the woman was a strict vegetarian, likely reflecting the influence of Buddhism in the country during that time. While most of the skull was present, it was in fragments, so the team painstakingly reassembled them. Here are the fragments from the skull. The team then used computer 3D modeling to assemble the pieces virtually. The program also filled in some of the missing pieces. Using the computer model as a guide, the team reconstructed the actual skull. Then, anatomical reference guidelines are added to parts of the face, layer by layer. The major facial muscles were put in place one by one, followed by major facial components like nose and mouth, and finally the skin. The new 3D reconstruction of the woman's face shows a woman who had a longer skull than is currently typical in Korea. The woman's head was dolichocephalic, meaning her head length was more than 80% of its width. However, the team does not believe this was due to deliberate deformation, but was rather a natural variation within the population. So next time you delve into history, remember the Silla Kingdom, where dragons met dynasties and legends met life.